Dr. Atreja, tell us a bit about the goal of AGA's device registry.
So this is a very important initiative as part of the Center for GI Innovation and Technology. And we have found a lot of device companies really struggling once they get FDA approval, because there's so much delay between the FDA approval and the reimbursement that really follows through, on an average 2 to 4 years or more. So, and most of those delay happens because there's lack of data on effectiveness in real world. So what we are hoping as part of this think tank group of AGA device registries is to fast track how we can build evidence post FDA approval. And then that hopefully leads to earlier generation of reimbursement strategies for device companies.
Right, but just getting to that approval stage, it can take 10 years or more, millions of dollars to get a device through the approval process. So how can the AGA registry help to reduce that timeline?
Right. So I think many companies feel once they get FDA approval, their job is done. But in fact, many times the make or break times come after FDA approval and before reimbursement starts. So, and most of the companies don't have the think tank of people they can say how to bridge that evidence gap. So through these registries, CJIT provides a think tank of people who can talk about where the evidence gap is. We help then, based on the evidence gap, build a protocol for the company for either a registry or some other tool. And then we actually execute a registry from the very beginning, from site selection to quality assurance to electronic data capture to data analysis. And that evidence is really what is the company that's needs before it can go back to the payers and get reimbursement.
So what about the benefits of working with the AGA for a registry for trial design?
So I think the are two real benefits where AGA distinguishes itself. All of the work which AGA is doing can be done, but there will be 5 different teams or 5 different company, a device company may have to work. What AGA does is brings it under one common umbrella and provide one-stop service from soups to nuts, from evidence gap to building a protocol and to the whole execution of the protocol. And the other major benefit for AGA, which I feel it's a neutral broker. The members are its major assets, and it can bring members with different specialties together, whether they are clinical trialists, whether they are subject matter experts, or they are actually have a lot of experience in getting reimbursement per se. So within one-stop device, any kind of a company gets the whole value of the benefits and can actually work through that pipeline very fast.
And talk a little bit about the STAR registry. How is that a little bit different?
So STAR registry is very unique because this is our first major initiative on behalf of AGA to really create a post-FDA approval device registry. And the goal of the STAR is to compare surgery, that stands for S, for the STAR registry, versus transoral fundoplication for anti-reflux disease. So it's a first major registry which compares Nissen's fundoplication with the oral fundoplication in a real world setting. So we have 20 sites going on, and among 20 sites we hope to include 500 patients which can compare Nissen's versus this. So it's really new kind of data which has never been there before, and also long-term data for 3 years about safety, effectiveness, and side effect profile. So we're hoping this will actually start a kind of a new way how companies can actually do comparative evaluation, especially in GI space.
And what other registries does AGA have in the works?
So we have something which we'll formally announce in DDW, but we have the protocol all signed, and we are hoping to have a contract very soon for an endoscopic suturing device. And we have 3 or 4 protocols within it, whether that's for weight loss or that's for fistula closure. So I think that's going to be a very big new kind of evidence and all in real world.